you've actually been preparing since, you've been working hard. So now this is time to work smart. But this is time you have to set yourself in examination mode. Hi besties, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're a new subscriber, this is Tifoye, and if you're a returning subscriber, this is Tifoye. Don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, and share. Most importantly, don't forget to subscribe. So today, as you know, if you've watched my previous video on JAMB, you should definitely, this video is going to be like a continuation of what I did in my previous video on prepare for JAMB in less than 30 days. And now that JAMB is very close, today I'll be talking about things you need to do probably 2 days before your JAMB. And now that JAMB is very close, and I'm sure that some of you have started doing your reprinting already, printing out your examination slip. So today we'll be talking about what to do 2 days to your JAMB. So don't forget to subscribe, and let's get into the video. So what to do 2 days to your JAMB? First of all, you've been preparing, you've been reading, and obviously you've been prepared for this JAMB months, like you've been preparing for your JAMB already, and now exam is very close. You've seen your date, you know where you're writing your examination, you've printed out your slip. I would say this is the time you have to work smart and not work hard. Reason time you need to start reading textbook all over and all over again. Like, this is time for you to work smart and not work hard. Like, you just have to work smart, like very smart, and be very smart. So let's say you have 2 days to write your JAMB. I don't know when I'm going to drop this video, but definitely when it's 2 days to your JAMB, I just feel like this is the time you need to sit down, revise. And what I feel like happened to me in my own JAMB, my first JAMB, I didn't rest when it was close to my examination. I was reading like what will I call it? I was reading as if I just started preparing for the examination. I didn't read smart. I was working so hard, and at the end of the day, I had less than 200. I had less than 200. I had 198 thereabouts. So you just have to rest. I said in my previous video that you have to use past questions so you can cover everything. But this is time you have to set yourself in examination mode. Like, you just have to start using apps that can set you for your examination mode. You just have to start preparing. Oh, if I'm already in my examination, or this is how I am going to be. Put yourself under the examination. What will I call it? Just put yourself there. Oh, this is the examination mode. And like I said, I can use your the only one I use that helped and worked for me is my school app. You can set yourself, JAMB is 2 hours. You can set yourself for 2 hours, and this time you just have to be very serious. Don't lie to yourself. Don't lie to yourself. Solve everything wholeheartedly and do your correction. You can use ChatGPT. Just have to copy what you don't understand at that moment. Take it to ChatGPT, and ChatGPT is going to simplify. Even if you don't understand what ChatGPT simplified, you can see in simpler terms, and it's still going to simplify. You just have to work very smart and be time cautious. You have to know how fast you are, and just set yourself. Like, I just feel like if you actually use this my school app and set yourself for 2 hours, there's no way you will not feel like, oh, let's say I'm in the examination hall, this is actually the way I'm going to do it. Now let's say we have just a day to your JAMB. I just feel like 1 day to your JAMB, you don't have to do anything. Like, you really don't have to do anything. You just have to read your storybook. You like all the storybook, the literature, the storybook you've been given to read for your examination. I just feel that we're going to do hours too. Like, that night, you just have to rest. Don't read. Like, I just feel like don't read. I don't believe in last minute reading. Like, this brain, you can't afford to stress your brain. Okay, I'll quickly share my story. When I did my first JAMB, I stressed myself up to the last minute. That was I'm about to enter the hall. Like, I was reading. I was so tensed. I had to put myself under so much pressure that by the time I got there, I could never see what's on the system clearly. There are some questions you see, you actually know how to do it, but because you've stressed your brain, like, I was literally looking at the system and I was skipping so as to like finish on time and have time to like check again. Some questions I actually know were looking like I don't know them because my brain is so stressed and tired. So a day to your JAMB, you need to get enough rest. You need to sleep and rest. Like, get enough rest. You've been preparing. There's one thing about this brain. The brain functions very well. The brain is not under pressure. Like, you don't have to put yourself under pressure. There is pressure, but there's no pressure. Like, you don't have to put yourself under pressure. Just rest. You've worked hard already. This is time to work smart. This is time you need yourself. Like, I've seen situations by where some people have been preparing so hard, and they don't give their brain rest, and later their brain feels them like last minute. You don't remember, just blank out. They call it blank. Just go blank. Yes, they call this blank. You just go blank because you've been stressing this brain. You've not rested. You've just been stressing the brain. Like, this brain needs to rest. You just have to rest. Yes, it is your jam. You just have to rest. You just have to relax. You've been preparing. There's no time to do last minute reading. Like, you've actually been preparing since. You've been working hard. So now this is time to work smart. Like, you just have to work smart. So you have to relax. It is your jam. Relax. Yes, relax. So I think this is going to be the last video I'm making on JAMB, and I wish you good luck. I wish you the best. Yes, you can do it. You're going to ace your examination, and you're not coming back to write another JAMB, because this one you are going to do it very well. Yes, I promise you. If you just work smart and not too hard, if you don't put yourself under pressure, you are going to do it. Yes. Don't forget, print your examination slip. You don't have to go with jewelry and everything. Don't go with that. Just look simple. You're just there to write your examination and leave. Yeah, because just tell yourself, this examination, I have to do it. There's a whole lot of time to rest after this examination. There's a whole lot of time to sleep after this examination. So you just have to do it. Yes, you just have to do it. So go to examination or with your exam sleep and get there 1 hour before. Yeah, I would advise you to get there 1 hour before, because there are some days that the examination might actually be very, very fast, and they start telling people, some 8 a.m. might get in 7 a.m., some 9 a.m. might get in 8 a.m. So you just have to be there on time. And yes, you're going to do it. And also pray. Like, pray. I can tell you, it is your JAMB. I said you should rest, right? But pray. Prayer is very, very important. Like, I've learned that you just have to pray. You just have to pray. Prayer is very, very important. In everything you do, just have to pray. Be it you're a Christian, you're a Muslim, pray. Commit everything to God's hands. You've done your own part, then God should perfect it for you. Because I just feel like in everything you do, you just have to pray. Yes, we humans, we can only put in our efforts. It's God that's going to actually multiply it. So pray. You've done your own part. You've worked hard. You've worked smart. Just tell God to perfect it for you. So that's everything I have to share with you guys. Yes, don't forget to subscribe too. And also, if you guys, after JAMB, I'll be telling you guys some things you should not do, mistake that you should avoid after seeing your JAMB results. Until then, I remain Tifioya, and don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, and share. Bye.